Hi, and welcome back to our final episode in our series on acrylic paint pouring. Today we're going to talk a bit about how you finish your painting once you've created them. So here in front of us are some paintings that we've made together over the last few weeks, and they have had a chance to thoroughly dry, which is more than just no longer wet to the touch. You want to make sure they have several days up to a week before you make any changes to them. And then what we're going to do is varnish the paintings. So when they dry, you can see that they have gone a bit darker, a little more matte rather than shiny finish. And that's what they do. So we do need to apply something to them to bring up that color again and to make sure that it's a durable finish for them. So you can see as an example here the Dutch pour we did recently together and how that is pretty matte. And here's one I had done a while back that I have varnished, and it's got a little shinier finish, and the colors, well, I did limited colors in this one, are a little more vivid and vibrant again. So how do you go about that? Well, I generally take a clear enamel spray to it, and this is just in the spray paint area of your local hardware store. This is the one I use, but you can find one. It's just a clear enamel finish, and usually I do this in my garage because it's got some, chemicals you don't want in the house, and it has to be a reasonably warm day because it doesn't work well when it's cold, which is why I'm not doing a demo for you today because there's snow on the ground. So I'll wait to do these when the weather's a little warmer. But I take it in to a table I have in my garage, set it up on some risers, generally just use some paper cups again, and then I will take long, slow passes back and forth until the surface is completely covered, and don't forget to get the sides as well. Once you've done that, let it dry. Give it more time than you think it needs because it'll still be tacky for a while. And then I will give it another coat. Typically I will do that 2 or 3 times at least until it gets the nice sort of shininess I want to see in it. The other option you can do, particularly if you have done some paint pouring on a surface that you want to seriously protect, sometimes those are tabletops or some kind of bar top or surface like that, you can also use a 2-part resin. I got this resin at a craft supply store. You can get resins at hardware stores as well. The craft supply one is a little easier for you to work with in an indoor environment. You don't have to worry about the chemicals so much. But it does have to be in a warm spot. It prefers to be about 75 degrees to use the resin. And make sure and read the instructions inside your box quite thoroughly and follow those instructions. You will mix the parts together. Comes in 2 separate bottles. Once they're mixed together, it reacts and creates the resin, and you need to use it quite quickly and get your work done. Once you would pour all of that over your painting and give that time to dry, you can also take a torch to it to reduce the bubbles in the resin, just like we did while I was painting. And then your finished product will be super hard, super glossy, really durable. So great for those hard surfaces, but it also looks nice on a painting. I find it's a lot to do for a painting, so I don't know that I would do it for all of them or even very often, but it's a great option to have if you've created something that you absolutely adore. So those are the best ways to finish your paintings and make sure that they are ready to hang on your wall. Thank you for joining us for this series, and I hope you've enjoyed this one and all of our craft series on Billings Public Library's YouTube channel. Please join us again.